What's going on, people, and welcome to the match recap and player ratings for yesterday's game. Manchester United won, Copenhagen 0, but I'm left wondering how we won that game. I'm delighted we got the 3 points, but I felt like Copenhagen played us off the pitch most of the game, to be honest, and we were fortunate not to concede. I think Onana definitely kept us in the game several times. Obviously, it was nice to see Maguire score. If he's going to play, he needs to be contributing, and I think he had an okay game and scored a good header. He doesn't score a lot, so that was a little bit of a bonus, but I felt like a lot of the midfield didn't show up, and the attackers were not great, and I predicted us to draw that game, so it's better than I predicted. But again, if we play like that against other, like Galatasaray again, like they will probably beat us. So, and we've also got to go to Copenhagen yet as well. So yeah, and we got another Bayern game, so it doesn't get easier. I do expect us to probably not even get out of the group. I'm really not trying to be negative, but I just can't see it at the moment. Unless we're going to win all these games like we just did last night. And against Bayern, we won't. Copenhagen, possibly again, but I can't see us beating Galatasaray. But we'll have to wait and see for all that anyway. I felt like they had the better chances, Copenhagen. They played the better football. They looked more of a team. And I felt a little bit bad for them in the end, really, because they did deserve something from the game. But hey-ho, 3 points. We needed it. 3 games in. So, yeah, it's a weird one because it doesn't feel like we won, even though we did. But hopefully we can take these into the next few Champions League games and it can benefit us in some sort of way, because Bayern, again, as I said, probably not going to get anything from that. So we need to get something from the next Copenhagen game and hopefully get something from the Galatasaray game. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Player ratings, Onana, 6. And I actually gave Maguire man of the match, but I wouldn't be mad if you gave it to Onana. He did save the penalty at the end. Either or for them two, I don't mind who you give it to. So I gave Onana a 6. Delo and Varane both gave them a 5. Solid. Nothing else to say, really. Maguire 6, as I said, he scored the goal. I think he only made one mistake I can remember, and other than that, I thought he had a solid game. So not great, not spectacular, but good enough. 6. Reguilon 5, good energy, didn't do a lot wrong. Good on both ends of the pitch. Amrabat 5, got subbed at half-time. Not sure if he's got an injury. It was a strange one because I thought he was one of our better players in the first half, and then he didn't come out for the second. So you have to wait and see on that. Hopefully it's not another injury to add to the list. McTominay 4, he's just poor. Like, he played in a number 10 position, which I know Ten Hag's trying to get him up in the box more because he benefits us more there, but didn't score. And because of that, you have to drop Bruno deeper into the midfield, which I wouldn't mind if they're going to put Mount at 10, but not McTominay. So I thought he had a poor game, under average. 4. Anthony 4, started off quite lively, but then drifted out quite quickly. Didn't affect the game enough for me. 4. Bruno 4. I felt like his effort was there, but again, just kind of went a bit quiet. Not great for your captain to do that, and he does it quite a lot. Don't think it was his best yesterday. 4. Rashford, I gave him an average. There was a lot of people giving him below averages because he did have a bit of a wild volley at one point that went miles over. But he was shooting from distance a few times, which is nothing new from him. But I felt like he made some decent passes to people at times in attacking positions and made the right choices, more so than he has done. So that's why I gave him an average in the end. Højlund 5, didn't really have a lot of chances or things going for him. I thought he looked lively at times. I thought his link-up play was pretty good again. He's got great work rate, but he's not getting the service right now. But I don't think he was poor. I gave him a 5. And then the subs, we had Lindelof, Eriksen, Garnacho and Martial. I gave Lindelof and Martial both a 5. Come on, decent and solid. Eriksen a 6. Gets the assist for the Maguire goal. Great ball in. Garnacho 4. I don't feel like he did a lot again when he came on. I feel like he forces it a bit. But I can kind of understand why as well, because he should be starting games. And I think it's a bit of frustration as well. So I think Garnacho will be fine in the long term. But he does need to be getting more minutes and starting more games, in my opinion. Man of the match, as I said, I gave it to Maguire, but I wouldn't be mad if he gave it to Onana either. If I'd have voted later in the game as to when I actually did vote, I would have gave it to Onana. But when I voted at the time, I gave it to Maguire. So I'm going to stick with that. Ten Hag, for me, I gave him an average. Didn't agree with all of the starting 11 again. There was 2 or 3 in there that I wouldn't have started myself. And the fact that we struggled so much and we did get the 3 points, but it wasn't convincing, I don't feel like I can give him more than an average, because even though we got the 3 points, we should be beating teams like that by more. And we were lucky to win, let alone, like, it should have been a draw, I think, on how the game panned out. So I think we were lucky to get the 3 points. So yeah, I think it'd be too much to give him above an average. 5 for Ten Hag. I hope you enjoy it, guys. I'll be back soon.